All right, what's up? What's up? So I just recorded a whole freaking thing and forgot to turn the audio on. So that's great. But yeah, I got a strike. How about that? Back to my old sinful ways. Um, yeah, I made that little video a bit ago. They actually removed the strike from before, and now I just got a new one um, for this video. And yeah, it was just doctors. There was a panel of doctors speaking their minds, speaking their research, and, drawing conclusions, what doctors talk about. That's all it was. But because they maybe criticized the Who? Who's the Who? I don't know. What a clever name, huh? The Who. Who's the Who? I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Bunch of criminals? Yeah, maybe. Probably. Yeah, it definitely is actually. When you think about it. So anyways, yeah, the strike has struck me down. Like I said, this was on the 9th, so I'll be able to upload by the grace of YouTube. They will let me upload again in 4 days. Oh, thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, pretty hilarious as always. Um, quite literally complicit in crimes against humanity and all sorts of things. They call they call all these bannings justified because of medical misinformation, when ironically they're the ones who are medically misinformed and who are censoring medical information that is quite relevant. Imagine that. So we have, what is it, like almost 30,000 official deaths from the jabs in VAERS. Um, that's estimated to only be 1%, and that's only in the States. I think in Europe it's like 50,000 or more. But no big deal, they just push onwards, even though it's clearly not even effective whatsoever, and obviously it's not safe. So they lie, they lie, they lie. Now it's quite obvious. Even people who got the stupid thing are being forced to snap out of it, and honestly, in many cases, they're laughing about it, which is good to see, because it is all quite ridiculous. So you basically got two choices now. you can uh, you can go along and comply, get your third, fourth, fifth shots until you die, or you can wake the fuck up. It's quite simple. Um, yeah, quite simple. Obviously, the monkey, whatever, the chickenpox stuff, that's all just nonsense. Ukraine, it's just all distraction after distraction after distraction, trying to stir up wars and division, and it's classic tactics that are becoming more and more obvious, and also flopping harder and harder, which is cool to see. Um, But yeah, YouTube is and has been on notice, and anyone working in there, you might want to consider what you're doing, because you're quite literally going to be facing fines, jail time, death penalties, all sorts of crazy shit. Just look what happened after the Second World War with the Nuremberg trials. So I mean, this is Nuremberg on steroids. So you might want to snap out of it, you absolute clowns. But surely some will double down, already have, and some are just oblivious and are um, gonna keep choosing to be oblivious. So we do what we can. In terms of what else, I don't know. I don't know. Just thought I'd post that. It's quite hilarious. It's quite hilarious how they banned this other video. I'll show this again. So I guess what happened, looking back at it now, is actually it says in here too, your strike gets removed after 90 days. So that's, I think, what happened with the last one. Um, although I don't know if it was actually 90 days. Maybe it was. It would have been close. Um, let's see here. But yeah, so they give a warning and then a strike, right? So recently, like in the past few weeks, this one was banned, which is hilarious in itself. Uh, I'm gonna appeal this one too. I forgot to do it. Um, did they give a warning? Oh, maybe they didn't. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe oh, it's not letting me review now. That's silly. Can I review it still? I don't know. Whatever. I like I said, I was, or maybe I didn't say, I don't even know what's going on now. I recorded a whole thing but didn't have the audio on, and during that, I wrote out my appeal for this new one that just got banned and gave me a new strike. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that one I just showed gave me the warning, and this one's for the strike. I don't really know how it works, or if I just had a warning still. Kind of irrelevant, whatever. Point is, I have one strike again, and yeah, YouTube continues to be YouTube. Again, if you work there, I know people like Drew Housden, full disclosure. They are involved in Facebook and YouTube. I don't know, he's probably not actively involved in the censorship part. And to be fair, he's probably pretty oblivious of many things, along with many of the other people who are out there around his age range and who actually play StarCraft as well. So, don't really know if anyone's listening in that spectrum, but yeah, you better snap the fuck out of it. You're going to be facing death, whether it's by your own shitty, evil people that you're around, or from retribution from the people. So you might want to snap out of it, and you might want to start doing the right thing. It's might seem tough, but it's actually really quite easy. And in terms of protection, you just need to develop a plan, like we all do. We're all under attack here. Yeah, what else? Wanted to plug this site. Great food. Organic Matters is the company. omfoods.com. I know they ship for free in Canada, and I'm pretty sure have a warehouse in the States now as well. So they have just grown massively, and they have quality products from all over the world, and it's all long-term storable type stuff for the most part. So fantastic, highly recommend. Now is the time. Basically, we have this summer, and then it's not looking too well. Anything could happen, but logic would dictate that this winter the various dollars around the world are going to shit the bed. Obviously, the crypto market right now shit the bed. Therefore, people are going to be buying. Therefore, the dollar is going to be collapsing. There's all sorts of triangulations that are happening in this year that are all coming to a head. Obviously, there's all the deaths and maimings and everything else from the experimental gene and otherwise injections, and it's just a mess, and people are finally starting to see it even if they've had the concoctions. um, yeah, it is what it is. Clean your blood. Maybe go get a D-dimer test, see if you're getting micro blood clots. You can actually get rid of blood clots pretty easily from what I understand. Obviously, many people have seen the Justin Bieber thing, and obviously many celebrities as well. Magically, Jenna Jameson is paralyzed and needs a walker. So there's shit like that going on more and more every day. It's quite obvious what is going on. Um, Call a spade, or die. It's really that simple. And if you have taken it, there's lots of healthy things you can do. Most people eat terribly. Most people don't think about their health. That's probably, honestly, maybe even more so the issue over the jabs. So yeah, do what you can to clean your blood, get healthy, stock up, get ready. If you're in a city, have a plan, fill up your car, get a van. It's not really that hard when you just think about things rationally. But hey, I'm blessed to be in the woods, doing my own thing. So I certainly sympathize with those who feel trapped in cities or whatnot. Um, and there's lots you can do within a city. You can grow a garden on your balcony. You can do lots of stuff there. You can form little communities. You could do all sorts of stuff. But yeah, you might as well have a car ready to go, a van ready to go. Yeah, like I was saying, everything's shit in the bed in the cryptos. Pretty much everything follows Bitcoin because obviously it's the big daddy. But I have a feeling that's going to change now that this has happened. Might even drop some more, and yeah, it's basically going to shift away from Bitcoin into these other coins, and a lot of these are privacy based coins. Decentralization, yada yada. It's interesting. But all that being said, everything's gonna hit the fan clearly as people are starting to realize, health wise, financially wise, world wise. Pretty big fail though when you actually look at it bird's eye view. These guys had this crazy plan to take over the world and cull all the useless eaters, and they, they've done a bit of both. They've succeeded in a lot of the I don't know. I guess they think the jabs are the be all end all. Maybe, I don't know. They're gonna really push starvation. That's clear. Um, and yeah, the shots, kind of hit and miss. The batches don't match up. There's no consistency. All the injuries seem to be about like 5% of all the various um, doses, meaning the specific batches are the ones that are causing injury and death. So it's very reckless, obviously. Very pathetic and weak, and very sad and evil. So they chose their path there, and they're gonna reap what they sow. So yeah, those people like I'll say his name again, Drew Houston. Drew Houston. Um, you really gotta snap out of it, dude. I don't know what kind of business you're into, what kind of people you're involved with, Well, I do sort of. You've told me a couple people, and if you haven't clued into who they are and what they do by now, then you're kind of a part of it, probably. So, anyways, he plays StarCraft. I'm not going to say what his name is in StarCraft, but yeah, there's many wealthy, influential people who could do the right thing and do a lot of good, but they're just either too ignorant or scared or a bit of both, or just now waking up and who knows. But yeah, they really gotta come to grips with themselves and with the reality of the situation. So you can hide in your bunkers all you want. You can't escape this. It's all coming to a head, and quite frankly, if you hide and cower away, people are just gonna come for you anyway. So you might want to do the right thing. Quite frankly, if you go public with things, you're actually more protected as well. So always keep that in mind. But many of these rich people also are just totally oblivious and going along with the flow, and they got the money, they're happy. Why would they need to research things and do the right thing, right? Yeah. Why would you do the right thing? Why would you leave the world a better place? Why not just live off of other people and make money and buy things? Yeah, that's so fulfilling. Yeah, you have fun with that. You have fun with that if that's what you choose. But I would highly recommend you do the right thing and, maybe go check out some farmland. Maybe go help some folks out. Invest in some farms. It's a win win. You help them out, you get some returns later down the line. And obviously, I'm not talking about Bill Gates's new farmland that he's buying up. Quite convenient, isn't it? How they do it. Crash everything, make it all cheap, buy it all up, starve people out. Classic. But this time it really has failed. There's too many people. The information has been sent out, unlike in the past, and they bit off more than they can chew, even though they are quite clever. What's the term? They're clever but not smart. They're not smart or empathetic in any way, so they're just heading straight towards death. Yep, they're heading straight towards death. Mr. Schwab, Mr. Gates, Mr. Fauci, Mr. you name it, Trump, Mr. All these people, man, all these people. If you don't start doing the right thing, I mean, obviously, many of those I mentioned are way too far gone. Who else we got? We got the CDC people. Yeah, it's crazy. But you got whistleblowers in the FDA and the CDC, yada yada. They're all coming out, and it's how do you say that? It's case closed. It's definitely case closed. It's quite obvious what caused Justin Bieber's face freezing. It's not a virus, you dum dum. It's called an injury from the jibber jabber, and it's also called Bell's palsy, Guillain-Barré, many different names. He puts out what his doctors tell him. It's a virus that did this to you. It's a virus. Spooky viruses, hey? Spooky viruses got us into this whole mess. When really it didn't. It was just the fear of it. That's all it was. How sad. Anyways, I guess I could stop ranting now. There's much more to say, but this video like this could just get banned anyways, couldn't it? So who knows? Who knows? I'll post it anyways. I don't really care. The more they strike, the more we harden and become resilient, and the more power we gain and the more power they lose. So yeah, people are just pumping out the information. It's cut and dry. It's case closed. This is a world takeover attempt and a world culling attempt that has failed. It's all failed pretty heavily. They're just scrambling, never let a good crisis go to waste, and they're just trying to do what they can. But at the end of the day, they can't do shit. They can try their nifty gadgets and technologies, but they're all they're doing is bringing in death to themselves. So hey, keep going for it if that's what you want. Have fun with that. You're gonna have a lot to face when you clock out. So yeah, it said some of the names: Schwab, yada yada, Gates, Fauci. Quite literally, um, drawing death into themselves. It's kind of funny in a way, poetic, the whole thing. So I wish them well. Keep on it, lads. You're doing a great job. Doing a great job killing yourself. So I hope you enjoy your demise. All right. I'll leave it there, I guess. A bit of a rant, a bit more edgy, I guess. So maybe the YouTube gods won't approve. I don't know, and I don't care. We'll see what happens. All right. One more strike. One more strike for the books. And obviously, because I have that strike, I can't upload this till like the 16th or 17th. So until then, cheers.